it going, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
So good.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah.
Happy
Yeah.
Hanukkah. We're full of latkes.
Yeah,
Oh,
she just ate, or she just made. I mean, I guess you ate a bunch too.
We ate a lot.
I just devour them too fast.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, they're kind of something that your body isn't designed with an off switch for. Like there's something you can just keep eating, and there's no sense telling you to stop. Like there's never something it's just one of those foods like popcorn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like you have a separate stomach just for latkes. Then it just you bust it out once a year for Hanukkah.
I never was like super competitive about eating latkes as a kid, but I definitely like felt pride that I could eat a lot. I could
It's
eat.
an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It's something to be proud of. You do an intro.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Podchaost series, Hanukkhaost, night number 7.
7 already.
Night number 7.
Oh, it's 7.
With Dylan Reiff, right? Reiff?
Yeah. Perfect.
Awesome. Perfect. I'm going to cut out the part where I question it.
Yeah, fix it in post.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so I think do you want to just get started right away, right now? Yeah, you want to light these candles?
We're going to light the candles.
We're going to light them in
Let's do
order.
it.
You're welcome to light yours if it's handy.
I already lit mine, but I'll hold it up. This is
Oh,
I like
nice.
that. I like that a lot.
Very good.
good wax on this guy.
That's good wax. I like the wax drippings that I've been kind of just breaking them off and, putting them up on the mantle for decoration.
Yeah, the candles I got have been making some really nice colors. Do you have a lighter? There's one over here.
No.
Like we're prepared.
That's my daughter if she's got a lighter.
Well, you're welcome to sing along the blessings, no pressure. But more the merrier, Okay, here we go.
Baruch atah
Elohim
Eloheinu
Asher Kishtanu Shel
Hanukkah.
Baruch atah Eloheinu melech haolam she'ata nitzim l'avoteinu ve'imoteinu b'yamim ha'im b'zman hazeh.
Isn't it?
Almost. Oh boy, come on, get in there. There we go.
Nice job.
Awesome.
Oh, Sam is near the fire. There's a dog here. Okay, it's fine. I think you're the first guest to actually sing. Maybe Naomi sang.
Naomi sang. Actually, there's been a couple.
There have been. I'm really focused on the. Yeah.
I think Jake said it along
Oh yeah,
with you
he did because he never sang it.
Right.
But he sang it.
Yeah.
But, it's like in there. I find that a lot of prayers and stuff from synagogue is just like burrowed in my brain. I don't even know what half of it means anymore, and that's generous.
We were talking to Patty Mansbach yesterday, and she said that she learned them just because it was on the back of the candle box.
Nice.
And that's just stuck into her head that way.
I mean, this one specifically, because it has the special melody to it, I think is one and when you're a kid, obviously it's, or a kid who grew up in a generation where Hanukkah was in competition with Christmas.
Yes.
Right.
So I just think that it's meaningful to Jewish kids, and the melody helps the memory.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. That's the only reason I still know a lot of the, songs technically, but the prayers more technically. But yeah, I never got how Christians could have all those like the Lord's Prayer and Hail Marys and stuff memorized. I don't know.
Dude, I was in a thrift store today, and of course they're just playing Christian or Christmas music, and it's the most like bottom rung of intelligence that needs to go into any of that. I mean, like I don't know any of the Jewish songs either, but it's just like, oh, I forget
They're
what
prettier.
it was. Yeah, it was Frank Sinatra, and it seemed like he was just just
I think that the cosmic joke is that those were all written by Jews.
Yeah.
That's probably a little dig. We'll give you all the simple songs and we'll keep the meaningful parables for our own pop songs.
Yeah, we
so
keep
funny.
we keep the beautiful ones for
Like
ourselves.
the
Just like how
hurricane.
Jews wrote all the Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because we know what works.
I don't I guess I'm like more familiar with Jewish musicians than what Christmas movies are written by Jews. Do you know?
Oh, I'm talking out of my ass.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm sure there are.
Yeah, I bet that's a common thing, but I don't know one.
I've yet to do any research.
You can't tell me that the writer's room on Scrooge didn't have a couple Jews.
Oh yeah. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
Bill Murray was one of us.
Yeah.
Honorarily, at least.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I also don't know if he was in the writer's room for that. Don't quote me.
Yeah, we can just say facts and they're real because it's a stream.
Exactly. Well, we're post-truth, and it's my Hanukkah wish to be the authority on all things Jewish. So I'm getting my wish.
Perfect. That's how it is in this house, at least.
Yes.
100%.
L'chaim to you all. So you grew up celebrating Hanukkah every year. We sang the same songs. Did you get presents for Hanukkah? You did the presents?
Yeah, I did. I mean, it was well explained as a kid that this is not an important Jewish holiday, but
That's good. That wasn't explained to me. I didn't learn until I was older.
Yeah, I mean, I think I gained more awareness of it as I got older, but it definitely the pride angle. It was a lot of like, Christmas is oppression, so we should definitely celebrate this, even though it's not that important.
Yeah. Well, that's as good a motivation as any.
That's the biggest thing I've learned this year about Hanukkah is Jake brought that up. He's like, yeah, it's not actually that important. Yeah. It's just kind of we got to do something too.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of Jewish holidays are celebrated out of spite.
It's a good emotion.
It is.
To drive you to celebrate.
Well, and we make beauty out of it, so fuck it.
I celebrated Hanukkah. I mean, we were a Reform family, so it was very cultural, forward religion in the back.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Same here. I mean, I went to synagogue, I guess, growing up, but after my bat mitzvah, I was like, it's up to you, and then I was like, okay, I want to do other stuff on Friday.
Nice.
Did you play hot and cold with the presents? Did you hide them?
No, we didn't. We didn't have hidden presents.
Okay.
We just we had the like dummy presents, like the ones that are just that it's a sock, that it's a coin, like chocolate coins, like all the like little there's a better word for it, but like decoy presents. And then there was one present that you knew was like the present.
Oh, okay. Do any of those? Do you have any fond memories of any of the presents?
Oh, good. We had a lot of the present being like envelope with a picture of it in it, where it was like, hey, you'll get a this. Let's talk about it later. Forward presents, like now that I'm thinking about it, where it was so like
really exciting IOU.
Yeah, it was basically like Hanukkah IOUs of like, you're gonna get a computer. We just have to find the right price point. Something in that range, which was very generous. We certainly weren't upset about it, but it is funny thinking back. There were a couple of those like IOU presents that really stood out.
That's a great execution, though, putting a picture of it in an envelope. I love that.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
It's a really good idea. I think I might start incorporating that kind of thing for presents.
It really takes a lot of pressure off the gift giver, because then you get to see the excitement, but then you get to be practical and take out the guesswork.
Yeah, you get to see the excitement immediately transformed into disappointment, which is kind of, as a parent, it's a little fun.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think Monster in My Pockets was a big one year. I was super into Monster in My Pockets and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Getting a couple of those were really big.
Monster in My Pocket. That's not like Pocket Monsters, aka Pokemon, is it?
It was like a pretty cool toy line that was a kind of like an early you don't know which ones you're gonna get, and there are rare ones and common ones, but they're plastic monsters, and they're all based off of mythology around the world. So you know, you'd get a Baba Yaga, which is rare, or you'd get like a Hunchback of Notre Dame, which is common.
I've seen these guys. We're looking them up.
I think you've seen them donated to your work, and I think you showed me some of them, and I was like, I don't know, but those are cool. And I had like, it was probably right after these came out, a thing called Z-Bots.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It was, you know about those?
Yeah.
Dude, nobody else knows what Z-Bots are.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's great. Like literally first person I've ever talked to about it that knows what it is. That's so cool. Like since I was like 8. Man, wow. Okay. Cool. No big deal. So yeah, those are awesome. That's great.
Yeah. Mad Balls. Mad Balls was another one that I was pretty obsessed with.
Which one?
Mad Balls. Is that ring bells? They're like these gross faces on balls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sick.
But they're like durable, so you can throw them at each other or launch them in their little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen these guys.
Totally.
It was kind of like My Pet Monster adjacent, kind of the vibe of have something cute and ugly kind of smashed together.
Yeah, it's like if Cabbage Patch Kids could make toys. I mean, the other one, Garbage Pail Kids. There we go.
Yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, that's such a particular aesthetic. I love it. I like the Hellraiser one. There's a pinhead one. Like his toe on his forehead.
Yeah.
That's lovely. God, there's so many like little keys to whole pockets of nostalgia. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Pogs is a big one. People are like, "Oh, I remember Pogs," and like everyone remembers Pogs, but like this is the real shit. This is the one that's like, oh, that was a whole several years of my childhood.
Pogs is a really funny one because everybody collected them, but almost nobody actually played the game of Pogs because it's like, oh, I pogged you.
Yeah, it's not
I
fun.
played. I played with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I guess the minority of like Pog players, but no, it was one of those things that's like kid economy, and I don't know if y'all did this, but like,
oh yeah,
I would into something and I get like a gift for my birthday, or I'd save up my money and I get it, and then when I stopped playing with it or liking it, I would take all of it and trade it in for like half the value to try to get the next thing. So like I'd go to the sports cards emporium in Golden Valley, Minnesota, where I grew up, and I like brought all of my, Magic cards, and then I'd sell them all to try to get Star Trek cards, or I'd sell my Star Trek cards to try to get Pog Slammers. So it was like a lot of the like a kid economy of slowly losing your value by like trying to get the next hot thing.
Yeah, just kind of one hobby thing at a time.
Yeah.
So tell me about your slammer. What was your favorite slammer that you remember? I had the buzzsaw one. It didn't have a skull.
I had one with the skull.
Didn't have a holographic skull, but it had a holographic something else. I think it might have been dice or fire.
I had the holographic skull one, like or something similar to that vibe. It was like there were those slammers that were like triple decker, or they'd like it was like an hourglass figure but twice. And then so I remember there was one that I had like that I loved. And then I had these slammers that I sent away for. I like saved up my allowance and sent away in Nintendo Power to get. It was like right when maybe it was right before the Super Nintendo came out, but I like sent in to get Super Nintendo slammers. So I had like Super Punch Out and Zelda, and it was like a pack of 6 slammers that I like remember sending away for today.
That's cool.
That's worth.
Dude, even just sending away to a magazine to get something in the mail back, that's so cool.
I was big on saving up your points or your whatever in catalogs to try to like I don't know, make good on the club, whatever. A lot of those like magazines that had, hey, if you save up 100 stars from Tootsie Pops, you can get a starter jacket for the Charlotte Hornets, that kind of stuff. I was big on that.
Yeah, there was so many like rumors or like myths that went along with the shooting star thing on the Tootsie Pop. It was like, so I can bring this in to a store and they have to give me one. And so you'd be like, okay, I'll try that. And they'd be like, no, get out of here, kid.
Yeah, every kid was like, yeah, you got to do it. And then exactly, clerks were just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, kid mythology.
Mm-hmm.
So pure. Adult mythology is a lot more disappointing. It's like QAnon and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Did you see what this person said on Twitter before they deleted it? It happened.
Oh, yeah, man. It was so much better. Pogs. That was the peak. That was the pinnacle.
Yeah.
You get your Pogs. You fucking got one with the. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Did you have any other particular Hanukkah or general Jewish traditions growing up that you look back fondly on?
I mean, mixed bag. I think like I definitely had a mixed relationship with my synagogue. I think Jake and I went to the same synagogue.
In Minnesota?
We both grew up in Minnesota. I'm older than him, but we were either, I can't remember, but I think we both went to Temple Israel at different times.
Wow.
That's cool.
But yeah, I went through like after I went past bar mitzvah because I was an idiot. But I was like at that point invested in learning the stories, but it mostly was because I was like hopeful to date. That was like
my was there like a cute girl?
Yeah, there was like a cute girl, and I was like, okay, I will continue my religious education. That was the driving.
And did it work out?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, she's sitting just out of frame.
Yeah. It's funny. We've been lifelong sweethearts.
That's the story all the old Jews at synagogue want to come true, but it just doesn't work out that way.
Well, that's how it worked for them because there was like 8 people there.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever dated a Jewish person.
You ever kiss a mirror?
Does that count as dating?
I mean, it did for me for a while.
No, I never dated a mirror.
Make out with your fist?
I've done that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, I have dated one Jew.
Okay.
And she was very withholding.
Work on that. Go to therapy.
A little tightly wound, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was that a hand joke? Okay. Oh man.
Oh, I'm so full of love because I feel great. Do you have any favorite Jewish movies or Juvies, as I like to call them, in spite of Chad's disapproval?
I mean, I'm here for Juvies. I say keep on the Juvies.
I don't like any word that I'm not allowed to say because I feel like if I said that, it'd be like, oh, okay. Well, I feel wrong saying that, but
as long as you say
a Jewish me.
Yeah, that is interesting. Like, I don't think I realized until recently that some people do feel uncomfortable saying, like calling someone a Jew.
Right.
It's
and
I
get why. But I don't think I didn't register that like someone, because it's like, oh yeah, he's a Jew. Oh, like I've said it my whole life, and then I didn't think the weight of that or the context that would keep someone hesitant.
Yeah, it's not inherently. I mean, if you say it with like your eyes narrowed,
yeah,
like that's maybe a problem.
Well, I feel like some people just you get used to them, and then you're like, okay, if that person were to ever say that, really, I feel like it is a case by case basis.
Yeah, absolutely. Context is important.
Yeah, like my partner stops herself. She's like Jewish every time. Like she would never say Jew.
It's fair.
Yeah,
it's a safe route. But you can say you're Christian. I guess they're not so oppressed.
Yeah, I would say
on the other side of that equation.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like Mel Brooks' Fair is a pretty classic. I love Kickstand and Blazing Saddles and History of the World. Part 1, or right? Is it part 1? Is that?
I think it is just part 1. I actually had the box set of all of his movies.
I can't believe we haven't brought up Mel Brooks.
I know.
Because we've been talking about Jewish movies and Hanukkah movies this whole time, and
The History of the World Part 1. I actually haven't seen that one, but I
Oh,
love Young Frankenstein.
It's as good as any Mel Brooks can be through the lens of history.
Okay.
They're all very, very funny and very, very problematic. They're both. But yes, I think that like, you know, when I think about Jewish movies, those kind of it's baked into them, even if they're not, you know, Jewish or Jew focused or Hanukkah focused. And then my sleeper, this is my all-time sleeper Jewish movie.
Oh, I'm excited.
Is it oh god, I was gonna make a Woody Allen joke. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Sleepers. Sleepers. That is a very good joke. My like sleeper Jewish movie is called Safe Men.
What is it?
It's called Safe Men.
Safe Men. Ooh, I don't know this one.
It's one of my favorite comedies of all time. It really is like underrated, and it has a very heavy Jewish vibe in it. But I
can't wait to watch it.
Is
that Paul Giamatti?
And Sam Rockwell.
Oh my gosh.
Also, is that Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah. The cast is nuts. It's like it's a weird indie comedy from probably like early 2000s, late 90s.
98.
Yeah, 98.
Tell me that's Steve Zahn?
Yeah.
Wow.
And, it's like a kind of like funny thing happened on the way to the forum, kind of mistaken identity. These two schlubs get mistaken for bank robbers and are then like indebted to the Jewish mafia of Rhode Island.
Oh man, I can't wait to watch this.
Super, super funny. I like anyone out there who's watching this, like I guarantee if you're a comedy fan, you will dig this movie.
Awesome.
That's super exciting.
Oh, I love learning about a really truly good comedy, because so many comedies it's like yeah, it's fun, but it's got a lot of problems and I don't ever need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, I've looked up a few lists of like top Hanukkah movies, and that just usually references other Jewish movies. This one didn't come up on any of the lists, which is
it's a weirdo movie. It really is. Like Paul Giamatti is in it, and he's like incredible. He's like the best comedic role in it.
Giamatti.
Yeah, so it's definitely like a little bit out there, but it's super, super like absurdist, tongue-in-cheek funny.
Awesome.
Excellent. Oh, we're gonna watch that. I'm excited.
Yep.
That's great.
That's super exciting.
Yeah. Harvey Firestein. You didn't get to see him as much as I should.
Not since Independence Day.
He's so good in it. He's like incredible.
He's a delight.
That is right. Independence Day?
I've never seen Independence Day. Should I watch it?
I mean, yeah, right there.
Okay, yeah. That's what I figured. That's what
it fits squarely in the if you didn't see it when you were a kid, you're going to wonder why kids loved it.
Yeah,
like right in that wheelhouse of like Willow, Goonies, Independence Day. Like if you didn't see it when you were a kid, it's hard to like really feel the magic of it.
I was just thinking like it's nothing like Willow. Oh, but I see what you're saying.
There's a lot of magic. It's like sorcery and a lot of broadswords.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Top Gun, but with aliens.
Okay, never seen Top Gun either, so also probably won't watch.
The speech is a cultural touchstone, so it might be just fun to watch the speech, like watch it and for the speech to see it delivered.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll watch it while I'm doing something else.
Yeah, you could watch it and have me there, and I'll just fast forward.
Great.
And then
perfect.
That's how I watched Smallville. My friend watched the whole series of Smallville, and he's like, "I can show you like 9 episodes, and you'll be good."
Dude, that's
awesome.
We all need a friend like that.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's awesome.
I will say Will Smith is legitimately very good in that movie and very funny in that movie.
Oh, good for him.
It's funny because when you're being genuine, it just sometimes sounds so underhanded.
I need it.
It's great.
I'm really happy for
Hey, if anybody needs a win, it's Will Smith.
Are you kidding me? That guy deserves everything.
Yeah.
I can't handle a green screen to save his life.
Should we do it? Is it time?
It's almost time. So okay, we started out by talking about latkes, and can you think of any other Jewish food or Jewish foods, maybe even specifically on Hanukkah foods?
You guys have sufganiyot going over there?
I don't. We don't.
I don't know what you just said.
It's a jelly donut.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
like, I don't know that I've actually ever had proper, what is it? Soup. I don't even know how to say it.
Sufganiyot.
Sufgan. Is there a G in there somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, sufganiyot.
Or a gimel, if you will.
A what?
A gimel.
Oh, a gimel. Oh, like the letter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You're
translating
2 miles ahead of me. Okay, here we go. Sufganiyot. Yeah, it's like a jelly donut, but it's specifically a Hanukkah themed.
Yeah.
Themed is maybe not the right word, but
you're supposed to eat 8 at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
It's like, it's like the ice bucket challenge for Hanukkah.
Oh, it says jelly or custard. I'm messed with some custard. I'm not a huge jelly donut person. It's too much in one place. Yeah. But yeah, maybe I should make some.
I'd be willing to try them out if you made them.
Okay, deal. But I might not also. I'll just get some donuts from the infinity room and put jelly on.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've got jelly.
Okay, great.
So I didn't guess correctly, is what I'm guessing.
No.
Gelt?
Where do you even get gelt? I was at Target getting Hanukkah candles because that's the only place around here you can get them. And they just have like a little Hanukkah island in the middle of one of the big aisles. They have some little menorahs. They're only like $15. And pretty good.
It's really hard to get Judaica in Oregon.
Yeah, it really is.
Struggled mightily to get candles, exactly. Even matzah, because it hoarded so fast. That sounded terrible. But like there's so few places that order them that I Portland Jews and Oregon Jews know that they have to strike early and then they're sold out. So
yeah.
Where was the place you found yours? Or should we even say out loud?
Yeah. I will share that information for as a reward for listening to our show. Well, actually, my mom sent me a box of matzah last year, but you can get matzah meal, which I used for the latkes this year, which I think is part of why they're the best latkes I've ever made in my life. Because I've been using cornmeal the past few years, which just does not, it's not the same. I mean, it's fine, but it's too grainy. But matzah meal, Fred Meyer.
Awesome.
There you go. Yeah.
Meyer.
Possibly one of us. Who knows? I have not looked it up. So
the spelling is a little bit different, but I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say yes.
It makes me feel more comfortable shopping there.
Meyer is a Jew who supports this podcast in this.
Yes, absolutely.
So Dylan, we have an ending segment that we do. It's right here.
Oh, there it is.
It's right there. So we're gonna have you tell the story of Hanukkah in 1 minute. Emma right here has a stopwatch, and when you say go, don't put the pressure on. Actually, you're a pressure cooker. So you say you say go, she'll hit start, and then when your time is up, she'll let you know. And great. In 1 minute, whenever you're ready.
Let's go. So Judah Maccabee and the Maccabees are in Greek Assyria. King Antiochus has decided that Jews are no longer welcome, so they go to war. The Maccabees recede to the hills, and they lead a rebellion to try to, for their life against King Antiochus, who has destroyed the first temple. I believe first temple. We'll see. I'm gonna go with it. So in ruins, the Maccabees find just enough oil in the ruins of the temple for one night. However, the miracle of Hanukkah, this source of oil has lasted for 8 nights, and so to this day we celebrate the miracle through the Festival of Lights, Hanukkah.
Time. Very good. See, I told you. I've had a very good feeling about it because he was confident.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would say I'm 80% behind the facts I laid out there.
Well, you said him like you meant him. So as far as I'm concerned, that was 200% accurate. And you know what? No one really knows the story. Can anyone ever really know anything?
Were you there? I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a pre-truth time.
Yeah, that's right. Now we're post-truth. So we weren't part of the truth in the middle. So there's no way of telling. Great work though.
Yeah.
I practice every year.
Oh, perfect. You were ready.
Yeah, you came in under time.
Thank you.
Well done.
Where can people go to find all the stuff that you're doing?
Yeah, I am the artistic director of a theater called Kickstand Comedy in Portland.
So good.
Great theater. We love it.
Oh, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, we're a nonprofit theater, improv, stand-up, sketch, anything in between or outside of the box. And we have online classes. You can see me in shows on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kickstand Comedy. We do a bunch of, we're all kind of pivoting online in this crazy year. So we're trying new experimental stuff, some fun stuff, some podcasts. Yeah, you can, in a world where we can go back into a confined area to see comedy, come to Kickstand and see some improv and stand-up shows.
Some of the best shows I've seen in Portland are at Kickstand.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been so good.
You make a great theater.
Thanks so much. And thank you guys for having me on. This was super fun.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. It's super awesome.
Yeah, great talking to you.
Yeah.
Do you have any final Hanukkah wishes or blessings or something you think people should meditate on this Hanukkah of 2020 that you would like to share?
Oh, man.
Big ask.
It's a big ask. I don't know. Whenever I think about like Hanukkah and family and Jews, I'm just like, just keep fighting the good fight of being critical with Jewish relatives about Israel and like having conversations. Like it sucks and it's tough, and I care a lot about the reason why it's so hard, especially for previous generations. But like those conversations are worth it, even though they suck. So keep having it and talk about why it might be good to re-examine your undying love for the Israeli state.
Yes, I think Israel is a really great example of something Jews are very into, which is the gray area. We love them, but sometimes it's also a blind spot. So, yeah, very, very well said. Thank you.
Oh, not to just to bring things down right before we leave. So
that's what we're best at. Everyone leave feeling melancholy.
Yeah, just feel real shitty about yourself and this.
Eat your feelings. I'm gonna have some more latkes after this.
Me too.
Have some more latkes. Fill the void with latkes.
Yes.
Pile them up. All right. Well, thank you very much, Dylan, for coming on here.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks.
Super great.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.